Hello.
Hey, is this John?
This is John.
John, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. You got a second?
Okay. Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. I just wanted to talk to you about a friend that we both have.
Okay, what friend?
It's a girl named Sarah, and I know that you guys went out on a date. It was like a blind date, which I can understand has got to be kind of weird. How was that, by the way, when you met up with her and you'd never seen her before?
So she gave you my number?
Yeah. Honestly, dude, was she not hot?
No, I was pleasantly surprised. She's very attractive.
It sounds like something bugged you about the date. So what was it?
I don't think it's a good idea to really talk about this on the radio, honestly.
Is it that bad?
It could be interpreted as pretty bad, yeah. She had a tongue ring, and for me, I know tongue ring means pretty easy. So I've had that phase of my life already, and I just don't need to be dating anybody who's...
So you feel like because Sarah had a tongue ring that she's not the kind of girl you want to take home to mom, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now I want something more serious.
Can I say something?
Hey, yes. John, Sarah's actually on the phone with us right now. Oh, she heard everything you just said.
Oh, my gosh.
Sarah's on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just made this giant assumption about my whole personality and decided that's true, and it's not, first of all.
Well, it's just in my experience, any girl that I've dated who's had a piercing on her tongue or different parts of their body, it's like the sex is going to be great, but the relationship's not going to
Maybe the problem is with you, and maybe you've just dated a lot of sluts, but I'm not like that.
John, have you turned down girls before because of piercings?
Yeah, or like a lot of tattoos or something. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I'm looking for right now.
If you know that about yourself, why did you even lead me on? Like, why did you talk about going to a play? Like, it's not like you suddenly realized I had a tongue ring. It's pretty obvious.
Honestly, I already knew in my head that things weren't going to work out, so I just threw that line out there to kind of get out of the date, just end it.
John, the one thing I'm really confused about is who cares how many people anyone has slept with? I mean, if they're going to... I
think a lot of people do, yeah.
It's like 1,000 people. I am not hooking up. If a girl says I've slept with 10,000 guys...
I'm asking
Okay,
John.
ask
Why does
John.
that matter? I really
I think everybody
don't get
listening
it.
right now is like, I think it matters.
That's because Brooke's hooked up with the entire promotion staff, so she doesn't want us to judge her.
I think you guys are really missing the point here. I really do. I think that it doesn't
I think
matter.
everybody understands exactly the point.
I'm the only one in a loving, healthy relationship, by the way,
You've
out
been
of
in
this
lots
entire
of them,
group.
yeah.
And I would like to know, John, what happened to you by some chick that makes you think that a girl with a tongue ring is promiscuous, and then what bad will happen from that? I don't get it.
I've been on a date with a girl who had a tongue ring, and it was easier to take things to the next level, and within a month, everything had kind of flamed out. It didn't last. It was good for a flash, and then it was over.
I agree with you, John. I think most girls I've met with tongue rings, same thing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Piercings, tongue tattoo. No, I don't know.
It's a blind date, so you got to take what you see and what you get. I didn't have time to get to know her a lot, so I just had to base my understanding of her on what I saw and what I heard.
He's totally disregarding everything that we talked about, and I think it makes you an ass.
Oh.
What can I do to convince you that I'm not an ass?
Hey, I'll tell you what you could do. John, I would love to pay for you guys to go on a second date. We will send you out again. The show will pay for it. Will you go on a second date with Sarah?
You know what? Yeah, I will. If nothing else, just to prove that I'm not an ass.
For your own
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Way to sell yourself there, John.
Oh, my God.
Sarah, would you be willing to go out with him again? We'll pay for it.
I don't want to go out with a guy who thinks like that.
Amen.
You've proven you are an ass. You can't unprove that.
Once you go a-hole, you never
All
go
right.
back.
John, you heard her. She will not go out with you again. What do you think?
Well, honestly, now I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought for sure that it was going to be a done deal that night.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
What's up, dude? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Wait, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio station.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you actually know a friend of mine. You went out on a date with her, and you haven't called her back?
Okay.
So her and I were talking, and she really liked you and would like to see you again, but she's confused, and she wants to know if she did something wrong on the date.
Okay, who are you talking about?
A girl named Katie?
Oh, your friend's Katie, okay.
Yeah. And I know that she went on the date with you. I don't know if she told you, but she hasn't really had a drink in 2 years, and she went out.
Oh, no, she told me. She told me that.
Okay.
Oh.
She sort of screamed it at me.
Really?
Oh.
How'd that work?
I was there, and she showed up, and she ordered a drink, and then she pretty much slammed it, and then ordered another one, and then it just kind of went from there. And I would say she probably within an hour had about 5 drinks.
Nick, how long do you think that you got to talk to sober Katie before drunk Katie took over?
7 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, it literally escalated so fast, and I was thinking we would go somewhere where she could get some food, but she wanted to go dancing, so she begged me to go dancing, and then I went with her, hoping there'd be food at this place. There was not.
I just picture her pulling your arm like, I don't want food. Let's go dancing. Let's take me dancing, silly man.
And then in the middle of dancing, she screamed in my face with joy that she hadn't had a drink in 2 years.
Oh, all right.
God, I'm free.
Yeah.
Okay. With all that said, Nick, was she fun?
It was fun in like a reality show that I'm watching at home sort of way. It was happening to you.
Do you feel like you were going out with one of the members of Bad Girls Club or something? Just, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. Let's take me dancing. Let's do
It was
this.
like Girls Gone Wild, but I'm in the dynamic.
What's the most embarrassing thing she did, Nick?
I pulled her out of the back seat of the car. I realized that she had left me something in the back seat of the car, which was not there when she was placed in the car.
Did she puke?
No, she had taken a in my car.
What?
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, Nick. Katie is actually on the phone right now and heard everything you just said.
Nick,
great.
oh my God, I did not.
Katie, come on. I think I know better than you do.
I've actually had this happen to a friend of mine.
What?
Yeah.
A guy or a girl?
A dude did it in her place. What? But anyway, that's not the issue here. The issue is Katie. Katie, has this ever happened to you before?
No, I can't even believe that's true. I am mortified. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty
I
disgusting.
can't even believe that's true. Why'd you keep buying me drinks?
I didn't buy you drinks. I threw you over my shoulder, dragged you home, you in my car, and then I said
No,
goodbye
I'm
to you.
talking about before you had to put me over your shoulder. Like, how many drinks did you buy me? At some point, you probably realized I was pretty drunk. Like, why wouldn't you take me home?
Dude, you kept ordering the drinks, and I don't know you.
And she didn't tell you at the beginning of the date that she hadn't had a drink in a long
She told
time.
me at the end, which point I brought you home.
Katie, didn't you realize when you got home and things were a mess, your clothes, that something would have happened?
Honestly, I really don't remember. And my roommate had sort of threw me in the shower and cleaned me up because I think I threw up. And I absolutely think he's exaggerating. I really don't think that happened.
Katie, I know it's embarrassing, and I understand being defensive, but do you think maybe a better tactic would be to apologize and kind of admit that perhaps you did something wrong?
Yeah, if I did that, I'm sorry. I can't. It's so not me that I can't even believe. Obviously,
Hey, it's always a good time when you your pants. That's what I say. I think you guys had a great time.
I'm just saying, like,
I wish that was a joke, but you're being serious.
Yeah, Katie, I'm not judging you. You know how many people I've peed on that I've been and beds I've ruined and clothes? Like, I do that all the time, so I'm not judging you for it at all. I'm joking around, but like, you know what? It happens sometimes.
I just I don't know.
maybe we could get to a point where Nick could forget that moment and remember why there was a connection between you two.
I don't think you forget that
Nick,
moment.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, it was awful. And then the fact that she just tried to flip it and make it my fault.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Nick.
I'm not making it your fault, Nick. I'm just saying take some responsibility.
I did take
Alleviate it.
responsibility. I brought you home,
Yeah.
called your friend, and you in my car.
Hey,
Oh, my God.
Nick. At the end of these second date updates, we always offer a second date. We will pay for you to go out with Katie again if you'd like to. Would you be willing?
You guys, it would be great is if you could pay to have my car interior cleaned.
Yeah, no detailing, no auto detailing.
No.
Sorry.
All right, so here now.
None of his friends are ever going to sit in the back seat again.
Yeah. Katie, at least you got a good story to tell.
I will never tell this story as long as I live.
Come on. Thanksgiving dinner, the fam's around. It'd be hilarious.
To your grandkids?
Yeah.
No.
I remember when I in a guy's car.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Gianna?
this is she.
How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
You recently went out on a date with a friend of mine. His name is Chris.
Okay.
You remember going out to dinner with Chris?
I do. Uh-huh.
Cheesecake Factory. It's a nice place. I like it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm calling because Chris really enjoyed the date, and he's wondering why you haven't called him or texted him or returned his email asking if you wanted to go out again.
That's a little weird. I don't know. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really nice.
Okay.
All right. Usually that's not a glowing review of a dude.
I guess I figured that when he asked me out, he would have a plan of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it just the restaurant choice? Because he did tell us that, he let you choose the restaurant. I mean, that can't be that big of a deal.
Oh, well, it wasn't just the restaurant. He didn't make a decision the entire date.
What?
Oh, well, should I pick you up or will you meet me? And I ordered first, and then Chris was like, oh, I'll have what she's having.
Oh, really? He wouldn't even make a decision on his food?
Wow.
And it goes like this all night.
Yeah.
And I decide that I want dessert.
Okay.
And so I say, what dessert would you like? I give him the opportunity to order something. He goes, well, whatever you would like.
Oh, my God. So annoying.
I'm halfway surprised that he didn't ask me if he could go to the bathroom.
Hey, Chris?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
Gianna, I should probably tell you that Chris is on the phone. He's been listening the whole time. He heard everything you just said.
Are you kidding me?
Say hi, Chris.
Hey, Gianna.
Oh, hi, Chris.
I was just trying to think about your needs. I was just trying to be considerate because most guys don't do that.
Okay, but you asked me out, dude. You gotta man up. Have a plan when you ask a girl out on a date. If I wanted to date another girl, I'd date another girl. I went out with you because I thought you were a nice guy, but there's such a thing as just being too nice.
It's been a little bit of a while since I've been with a woman, so I'm just not good at these things. And I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. That's what I should say. I'm not used to it.
You're okay.
Yeah, that was a weird way of saying it, Chris. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So you haven't been out on a date in a long time? That's what you were saying?
My job is just so demanding,
God.
so I don't get a lot of time generally to go on dates.
Can I hear Gianna's interpretation of the kiss at the end of the night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Can we actually not do that?
No.
That embarrassing, huh?
Gianna, tell us about the kiss.
He drops me off at home. I'm going to leave the car, and I'm opening up the door, and I guess, this was his time to, finally, be a man. He lunges over this, console, and I thought he was going to fall into my lap.
It's hard to do that in a car.
You're right, Chris. It is very difficult to get that kiss in a car.
The girl to the door.
Were you just nervous, man? Is that what happened?
I just feel like the expectations are too high. Like, what do you want from me, you know?
He's still indecisive.
I want you to know where you want to go. I want you to know if you're going to pick me up. I want you to not fall into my lap. I want you to know what kind of cheesecake you like. I don't feel like I'm asking a whole lot from a guy to know what kind of cheesecake he would like to eat.
I feel like I can do this.
You do.
I like it says, I feel like I can do this. Not, I can do this.
Okay, I can do this.
There you go, Chris. That's that
Confidence.
go-getter, can-do attitude.
Confident Chris.
And Gianna, you got to think, it took a lot of cojones to call a radio station to deal with
No,
this.
it didn't. It calls a lot of cojones to call me.
Yeah, that's true.
If we continue to go out, if every time something goes wrong, you're going to call Jubal?
Personally, I would love that, Gianna.
Yeah, he has a hotline. He does charge.
Yeah.
He gives horrible relationship advice normally.
Well, you did pick up the phone, though, so this seems to be working in some sense.
There you go.
Well, yes, I pick up my phone when it rings, Chris.
Oh, man.
Well,
Hey.
you didn't answer my emails.
You know, you sent one email that was just a question mark. Like, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Gianna,
That's so funny. I'm sorry, Chris, but that is funny.
Gianna, at this point, I would like to say we will send you out on a second date. We'll pay for it. Chris obviously wants to go out again. Gianna, would you go out with him?
If you guys could send me, like, a project plan so I have, like, in my email, so I have an idea of what it is that we're doing, so that I do know there is a plan. Oh, God. Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
You are so
Love it.
nice.
Yes,
Woohoo.
You
Go
are so
Chris.
nice.
Chris, you got your second date, man.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yay.
Wow,
You
you can tell.
Yeah, you can hear
Leave
it in
him
your voice.
alone. Come on.
Chris, any idea where you want to go?
Well, I hadn't really thought about it, honestly.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, Sarah, it's Jubal.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's okay.
You doing all right since your date with Guru?
It's over, so I'm doing great.
Oh, you poor thing.
We just talked to Guru, and of course, he told us about the date that he took you on. Apparently, he took you to the butterfly exhibit,
Yeah?
to Costco.
Oh, you admitted that. Okay.
Yeah, he said.
He said you were into it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sarah, can I ask what your initial impression of him was?
I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but it wasn't weird, like, in a way that I couldn't spend some time looking at butterflies.
Guru's like quirky and eccentric. That's what I would say. I wouldn't call him weird. He's an interesting character. He'd be a fun guy to hang out with, I would
Yeah,
think.
you wouldn't call him weird, but I would.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, plus the other stuff's really weird. So maybe taking a woman to a butterfly house is not weird. The other stuff's weird.
How did he get you on the bus to Costco?
Oh, God, how did he get me on the bus to Costco? He said he had this great, like, new hot spot that he thought was really unusual. Like, we're helping save resources by taking a bus. And I thought, cool place to eat that I've never experienced before. Mm-hmm. And I was right. On top of it, I've never experienced eating at Costco before.
Aren't the chicken bakes delicious, though?
Not when a guy you met, like, an hour before asks you to eat it Lady in the Tramp style.
Oh, my God.
He asked you to eat a chicken bake Lady in the Tramp style?
Yes. I mean, I think I should have run then. I thought he was just making a joke. I realize now that was no joke. It was just getting weirder and weirder. And he has these long monologues about paper being the future, and I don't understand what he's talking about. So I'm not getting angry, but I'm confused, and then I'm strangely interested because I've never been around someone who talks the way he does.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm repulsed.
Right. So you get in the pedicab.
Yeah.
Did you jump out of the pedicab at a certain point?
Listen, you guys, you don't know. This whole thing, it just kept escalating and getting weirder. And he stands up in the pedicab and he starts screaming, "I'm the king of the world," with his arms outstretched. And something just switched in me, and I just jumped out because the only thing I could think was I would rather be hurt and break my leg than spend one more second with this person.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
It was just, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Sarah, are you okay? Are you okay?
Sarah, that's Guru.
You know what this is? You recognize this voice?
What? Oh, my God, no! No, you guys
listen,
did it.
listen.
Oh, no.
Listen, Sarah.
Oh, shoot.
Sarah, can you just hear him out for a second, though? Because he really liked you, and I think he probably feels bad about the whole pedicab thing.
Guru, want to make sure you're okay and healthy. I think that you have all this fire, which is the most beautiful thing about you. I feel like I've looked directly into the sun now, and I've come back from that.
look. I am not attracted to you. That's just
You're starting my thoughts. You start guru sentences. That's chemistry. You can't buy that. But we have it together.
I can't believe you would have the audacity to think I'd go out again with you after the places you took me, the way you behaved. I mean, it shows me what you think I'm worth if you take me to Costco to eat. Did you ever think of that? It makes me feel really that you would think it's honorable to take a woman to Costco.
There's a reason that you and I have been on multiple second date updates. There's a reason we're not with someone, and it's because
honorable to take a woman to Costco?
There's a reason that you and I have been on multiple second date updates. There's a reason we're not with someone, and it's because we're special people. And we're a little bit off the grid, maybe. And so I thought you would appreciate those things that are unique, and that are unique. Maybe you don't. And I can't change that. Guru can't change your nature more than Guru can change nature.
It's a very poignant statement, Guru.
Why do you keep talking in the third person? Why do you do that? It's horrible. It's obnoxious and it's crazy. Why?
Sarah, you can call names and you can lash out. But Guru will still be here with open arms. There's no netting on this butterfly. There's no netting. There's no netting. Why? Sarah, why do you insist on having this netting around you? You're a beautiful butterfly. You should be free.
But I have to go. You guys have to you have to release me from this, please.
Release me.
Give this girl a break.
Yeah.
Give her a break.
Sarah, don't you think you should have the decency at least to go out with him again? Like, listen to how much he liked you.
Decency? Really? You're putting it on me that I'm not decent if I don't go out with a man I don't want to go out with. I mean, really? You think it's okay to pressure women like that? It's not the dark age.
I'm sure he wants all of us to be decent.
No, I don't know that that's true, Guru.
I want everybody to be decent.
I think that's opposite, Guru.
Guru wants everyone to look at the mountains more and the ground less and to walk around and take in what's around them.
No, Guru wants everybody to do what he wants. That's what Guru wants. Guru wants the woman to shut up and go along with whatever he wants, even if it's a second date she's not interested in. So stop acting so lovable, because underneath it, you're just a controlling piece of like a lot of other guys. And you just pretend you're different, but you take women to Costco, you ask them to sit spider style on a bus. That's revolting. That's really disgusting. So you, Guru, if that's even your real stupid hippie name.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel at all guilty for setting Guru up and Sarah together? This is like, it's like oil and vinegar, dude.
Did you hear that passion at the end? I mean, eventually the wheels come off a little bit, but the passion is admirable.
Yeah.
He's undeterrable.
It's passion.
Passion.
And Guru can recognize someone who's passionate.
The wheels come off and the freaking engine falls out.
Guru, did you learn anything from today's second date update?
It's perfect, right? Because what do they say? If you get burned, try again, or don't be scared of burns. Something, but, Sarah's all fire.
I think what they say is burns build character.
No.
So keep burning yourself until you get it right.
I think they say don't play with matches, Guru, is what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they did, and I guess I lit one around a flame, and it kind of blew back in my face. But Guru keeps going out there. I'll be the water to anyone's fire any day of the week. And I've got, Guru has a little spark in him, and I think the ladies would tell you that right away. And I'll tell you that, and a lot of people, and my mom would tell you that. There's a lot of spark in Guru.
I think the one thing that you need to learn is not to take women to Costco and get chicken bakes on a first date. I don't think there's a lot of women that are going to like that at all.
That's like third date material.
Guru, you know what I say to that?
What's that?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye, Guru.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tara, please?
This is her.
Hey, Tara, how are you? I'm an owner of a restaurant you recently gave a poor Yelp review to, and I wanted to have a quick word with you. Got a second? Tara,
okay.
I'm just joking. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
Who is this?
Yeah.
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station Moving 92.5. We do a morning show here in town.
Why are you guys calling me? I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused.
That's all right. I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Gary. And Gary emailed us about you because he liked you a lot.
Oh,
So-
I know Gary.
You know Gary.
Well,
You guys,
It's a start.
you met at that Yelp party because you're both like elite Yelpers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yelp.
It sounds like you don't like Gary very much.
Well, I don't know if I should be saying this on the radio.
Tara, I want to say I appreciate your time, and if you're like scared to say something about Gary on the radio or whatever, remember he actually asked us to call you because he wanted to know if he did something wrong.
Just think of it as a Yelp review.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, a girl expects a guy to be a little chivalrous, you know, like on a first date at least.
And you mean just like opening doors and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, yeah, you know, like, I don't know. I consider myself a lady, you know, classy. I like to be treated like one. But the bill came at the restaurant, and he said, how do you want to split this?
Oh, on a first date that he asked you out on.
On a first date that he asked me out to.
Yeah.
And I was really taken aback. So I just kind of like reached into my wallet. I gave him a 20. I was like, okay, I guess this should cover it. And then he had the balls to just say, well, I think you had a bit more bread than me, and you also had a second glass of wine.
Stop it.
So he wanted more money?
It. Wow. He was not counting what your charges should be.
No.
I gave him a little bit more money, and he goes, well, actually, I think maybe just a little bit more because that tip is only about 15%.
Hey, Tara? Tara?
Yeah.
Gary is actually on the other line. Gary?
Oh,
Look, I always give 20%. I don't know why you wouldn't want to give 20% to like the waiter. Even if I leave a bad review, I still leave 20%.
okay.
That's all
you know
I'm
what?
saying is we
Tip
weren't leaving
aside,
that tip.
I shouldn't have had to pay for anything. I mean, if we had
But
decided,
I paid for the valet. I mean, I
beforehand,
picked
you know, like,
you up and stuff.
I don't know,
I was
it's
doing
too
some
expensive
chivalrous
for you.
stuff.
Maybe we should have gone to a Jack in the Box, Gary. I mean, seriously.
And this was like our very first date, and I didn't even choose this restaurant. We both said we wanted to review it together. I don't think it's weird to split the check on our very first date.
I mean, like, this is not how someone wants to be treated when they want to take you out. You know,
I'm
it's
with
like I
you.
don't want to have to dig into my purse to like help pay for the sales tax. I don't know. It made me feel like honestly.
Tara, would you not have had a problem with it if you had chosen the restaurant?
Maybe that would have been different.
Maybe it would have been different. Yeah, okay. Tara, come on. You're giving the guy a bad time because he just wanted to split bills with you.
He counted how many glasses of wine.
Maybe I'm just like old-fashioned that way. I honestly am. Somebody asks you out. They choose the restaurant. He's taking me out. Like, he should pay for the bill.
If that would have been that kind of date, I would have paid for it. But this was like a mutually agreed upon, like, we're going to go review this restaurant together.
I don't know.
Sounds like a business deal, not
Yeah.
a date.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to be on a date with you? I mean, you literally were like, nobody does that. Guys don't do that. They don't. We were gonna go review the restaurant, but to me, like, I thought it was like that was an excuse to like have you take me out. You know, like, because I liked you. Like, I thought it would be fun to go. It was, it was a date.
Now, Gary, would you have been okay if she would have just given you the 20? In hindsight, maybe that was where you should have drawn the line.
No, I mean, 20 didn't even begin to, like, cover it. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I should be expected to pay for everything, especially because
Exactly
it's a
what
lot
you
of
should be doing.
expensive
It's
things.
the first date. After this, like, the second date, third date, maybe we can split it. Like, that's just what happens on dates. Whoever takes them out pays for it.
But you were ordering a $14 glass of wine. I mean, just think about that.
Oh,
That's, like,
yeah.
really expensive. Why would you do that on a first date?
What's
Then
the difference between a $12 glass and a $14 glass? It's a $2 difference. Are you counting pennies? Like, are you super poor? Like, what's going on here?
Tara,
Really?
practice a little self-control, all right? When you're out on a date. And don't order
We're
the most...
going out to a French restaurant.
Yeah, come on. Get
All right.
the house Merlot. You're fine.
Well, how about this? How about this? We take money out of the equation and send you guys out on a second date, and we will pay for it.
Yelp anywhere of your dreams.
Yep.
I don't know if we can afford Tara's taste.
Tara, will you go out with Gary again? We will pay for a second date.
Oh, man. I mean, maybe I should go out with you guys.
No, because I'll make you split the bill, for sure. Will you go out with him again?
You know what? I would love to see Gary take himself out. I think that he should see what he's like on a date with himself.
Wow. Gary, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I guess our Yelp ors don't vibe or whatever.
Gary, I'm also going to need your address because I need to present you with half of the bill for this phone call. That's cool.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, is Vanessa there?
This is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just going to guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, the
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just, I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that, you know.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something, though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Go on.
His name is Ben, and you guys went out on...
Nope, I'm not interested.
Wow, that was
And if you
quick.
have his contact information, just let him to know to stop calling me.
All right, well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
What?
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. To be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. It's just going to be a no.
Can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible
Yeah.
without you getting
Sure.
mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah. Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I'm very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm aware of that, and, I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean, Ben is attractive enough, but he's not, I'm more attractive than Ben is, not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive, so I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's
What was the
actually
test?
kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot.
Thank you.
But
Oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So
Right.
I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter inch from the top. Like I've told them that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
this is the most, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Wow.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend.
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of shrugged and was like, oh yeah, we'll get another menu. And like, oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm an evil sorceress who's thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, I've done this a dozen times. I mean, and out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh my God!
One dude out of dozens actually call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to, cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
It's
to
not
know
drama to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily just been like, nope, that's the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little, oh, yeah, that was you. That's what it felt like being on a date with you, Ben.
You get to know somebody first. And then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their So I'm just trying to get to know who you are, and you're
okay. But you called no. You called a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay. Well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. You didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who is willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. It's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date, and I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
You made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of steals the deal for me because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date an asshole.
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything. Just be rude.
Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that next time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Aaron, please?
This is Aaron. Who's this?
Hey, Aaron, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, radio show?
Sorry, I'm not familiar.
No, you're not?
I don't think so.
Good, we're off to a great start. So we do a segment on our show that's called the Second Date Update. And we recently got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Oh, okay. Who?
His name is Steven.
Oh, he emailed you guys?
Yep, he emailed us, told us a little bit about your date, and said that he really liked you, but now you're not getting back to him. So he thought maybe we could find out what went wrong.
Okay. I mean, Steven, he's a nice guy. I thought he was cool.
You did?
You sound so positive about Steven.
He's really sweet. Probably the nicest guy I've ever been out with on a date.
Whoa.
The only thing is he's a little bit down on himself.
What?
Down on himself?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit too down on himself.
Well, we talked to him, and he doesn't sound like the most confident guy in the world, or even near the most confident guy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he told us about your date. He said that he had planned some kind of fun date for you guys, and you turned him down instantly and were like, no, I want to go to a bar.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I felt bad about that. Normally, I'd be down for that kind of thing immediately, but I didn't explain. I was kind of hungover from the day before, so I needed to just get back to normal. So that's why I thought, let's go to a bar.
Wait, so you weren't freaked out by the bottle of bleach he had, or you didn't think he was an idiot for even thinking about it?
I mean, I didn't think about the bleach much because I was, like I said, hungover. But I just thought, let's keep it simple because I don't feel well. Let's just get to know each other.
Okay.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah, it does. He said that's the part that really threw him off because he didn't know what to do with that. He said he felt kind of awkward and felt bad that he had tried to plan something that you didn't like.
Oh, yeah, he made that very clear.
Oh, no.
I mean, he apologized the entire night, and I kept telling him, no, it's fine. And I even told him that I kind of felt bad for turning it down so abruptly, but he just couldn't let it go the whole date.
Whoa.
Okay, and did that just kind of get annoying to you?
Well, I felt like I kind of had to pick him up. Like, no, it's okay. Let's just move on.
Yeah, and like one of the most attractive things about a person can be confidence.
Yeah, it was just I couldn't even get to know him because he was beating himself up.
I'm a terrible person.
I actually visually picture him punching himself in the face when you say that.
I mean, yeah, I think he kind of was inside, and it made me feel kind of bad because I felt like I was doing that to him.
Now you guys are just both on this date feeling horrible for him, I guess. You're both feeling bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what I said or did, I just couldn't really get him out of it. I mean, he's got, like, zero confidence. Like, he went to the bathroom, and he was gone so long. Like, I clocked it at 20 minutes before I checked on him.
Well, that's not confidence. That's like I don't know, lactose intolerance or something.
Oh, no.
There's another issue there.
I went to check on him because I was concerned, just wondering what was up. And he was outside the bathroom saying that there were people in there and that he couldn't, go when there was other guys around. So he was waiting for it to be empty.
Shut up. He told you that? He can't use a urinal when other people are around?
Yeah, I mean, I guess not. I mean, he was just standing outside the door that whole time.
Oh my gosh. Did you offer I'll watch the girls' room so you can at least use a private stall?
No, luckily some guy came out and he sprinted inside and I did watch the door for him. He's like, "Can you watch the door for me?" And I was like, "Sure."
Can you watch my door? I gotta pee real bad. I could see how that might be a little bit of a turn off.
Not a little bit. That is a big turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really even know how to feel. I just kind of stood outside the bathroom and watched for him, and then we finished our date, and yeah, I didn't really know how to feel about him.
All right, well, he knows how to feel about you because he liked you a lot.
I mean, that's really sweet. I mean, I liked the idea of him. It's hard to say, though,
Okay. Well, I need to let you know, Aaron, Steven is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, Steven, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, Aaron. Sorry about this.
Oh, no.
You don't need to apologize, Steven.
Yeah, you don't need to apologize, Steven. You don't have to worry about it.
No, I do. I really should apologize to you. I shouldn't have called the radio station. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was a good idea.
Steven.
You were wondering what was going on. I get it.
Well, I do want to apologize. I'm sorry about it.
Steven, what are you doing? Just stop apologizing.
Steven, I felt bad that I turned down your idea, for incorporating objects into our date or whatever. Like, I would normally be down for that. Like, I just want to be clear. I felt bad. So you don't have to feel bad.
No, I'm sorry about it. I shouldn't have probably done that right away.
No, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to. It's okay.
Well, I don't know. I just feel bad that I'm making you feel bad about, me feeling bad. So it's I'm sorry about that.
The lack of confidence is kind of endearing to me now, Aaron.
I don't know. I mean, you just have to stop apologizing. You're okay. We'll move on from here.
Steven, Aaron is telling you not to worry about it. Do you hear her saying that?
Yeah, I heard her. No, and I appreciate that. But, I know the truth, and it's probably more on some of the things that I've done. So.
You don't know the truth. That's the thing. Everything about you sounds really great and attractive and something that Aaron would want, except for this piece of you that seems to overshadow everything else.
Like when you were talking about skiing and you made a joke about the bunny hills and I cracked up. Do you remember that? I mean, you were really funny and charming.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I mean, I'm just not very good at skiing, so it's funny to I don't know.
Somehow I have a feeling, Steven, that you wouldn't think you were very good at skiing.
Anything.
But you thought that was funny?
Yeah, of course.
I thought maybe you were just being nice.
No, honestly, I mean, you're really funny. You just need to work on your confidence a little bit, and you'd be sexy even.
Wow, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
There you go, Steven. Look at that. Aaron thinks you could be sexy.
Someone should put a little pep in their step.
Aaron, would you like to go out with Steven on a second date? We will pay for it.
I mean, I was just trying to get his spirits up. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to take that step yet.
Oh. Come on.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was probably what you were thinking, so I don't blame you.
Steven, I wasn't just trying to be nice. I just don't know if you can stop beating yourself up. I don't know if you can stop. If you can stop this and just be with me.
I mean, I'd love to
on
take you on a second date, Aaron. I really would. And if you would, I'll work on my confidence, I guess. But I can't guarantee anything.
Steven, try it again. Try that again,
yes.
and then say that you guarantee it. I want to see if you can do it.
All right, I do it. All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, I really would love to take you on a second date, Aaron. And I'm going to work on my confidence. So, you know what? I guarantee it.
Whoa!
Whoa, there you go, Aaron. That's a Steven guarantee. That's as good as gold.
It's almost like a pitch
Yeah,
now.
And you know what? We're probably going to have the time of our lives.
Probably.
Oh my God, you're so
Come on, Aaron.
adorable right now.
Aaron, just give him one more shot.
You cannot say no to that.
All right, yeah, I'll give you a shot, but don't put too much pressure on it, okay? Just be
No,
you.
I'm going to
Just
play
be
cool.
confident. Yeah.
I'm going to play totally cool.
You sounds like you're a master of that, Steven, so good luck, man.
All right, looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
Steven's so excited.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is Adam there?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, what's up, Adam? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on today?
Not much. Why are you calling me?
Oh, just checking in, man. Just, you know.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, the real reason I'm calling is that somebody emailed us about you and asked if I could get you on the phone. Her name is Rachel. She actually lives in the same building as you do.
What?
Do you remember Rachel? Do you know Rachel?
Yeah, but why are you calling about her?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why. So Rachel's wondering why you won't call her back after your date.
I did call her.
Right. She said that after your date, she got a missed phone call from you, and then she texted you back and was like, hey, sorry, I missed your call, and then she hasn't heard from you since.
Wow, she told you everything.
She did. She even told us about the I love you comment.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing for her.
Oh my God.
Is that the reason that you're not calling her back? Because she dropped I love you on a first date?
No, I actually thought that was kind of endearing.
Really?
Yeah, because she got so worked up about it. She kept saying it. And, I mean, I got that she just said it as, you know, a saying, and I wanted her to move on, but she didn't.
You didn't help her at all. She said after she said I love you that you got super awkward.
I didn't get awkward after the first time she said it. I got awkward after the fifth or sixth time that she said it.
Yeah, she told us that she feels like she went a little too hard on trying to let you know that it was a joke.
I wouldn't say it was a little too hard. I mean, I was trying to get to know her, and she just kept saying it, and it just kept getting in the way of me trying to get to know her. I thought she was great, and I wanted her to just stop saying it.
Poor girl, she was so awkward about it.
Yeah.
So is that the only issue then? The I love you?
No, I knew it was a joke, and I wanted to see her again, and that's why I called her, and the call went to her voicemail, and on her voicemail is this other dude who...
Whoa.
Yeah, he sounded like a real douche. He was like, hey, what's up? This is Rachel's phone. Leave a message because she's busy right now. And she's laughing in the background, and he's laughing about it. And it's like, what?
Weird.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
So you're not calling her because there was a guy's voice on her voicemail?
Yeah, sketchy.
It wasn't just a guy's voice. It was the way he was talking and the way she was reacting to it in the background.
Don't you think it's just like a voicemail joke that just isn't very funny to you?
It didn't seem like it. Like, who's this dude? And why is she laughing like she loves it?
You don't know who the guy is? Why don't you just call her up and ask her?
I mean, I might sound paranoid if I call her up and I'm like, hey, who's that dude on your voicemail?
Yeah, I could see that being like, hey, was another dude? You seeing somebody else? Like it's been one date.
Already?
But you are being that way since you're not calling her back and you don't know who this guy is. It could be her brother for all you know.
You're right. It could be, but it might not be. And it's only been 4 days. I still haven't decided if I'm going to call her back.
You know what? Why don't we just clear this thing up once and for all and ask who the guy is? Because she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
What?
Yeah. Rachel?
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Rachel.
So I guess I have some explaining to do. I'm kind of, I guess, relieved, but the person on my voicemail is an ex-boyfriend.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
Why?
Good question.
I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just my voicemail. I think it's really funny. I like the way he's putting on this, like, douchey, silly voice, and I sound really happy in it. It's just, you know, it's just, to me, it doesn't seem like a...
Wait. Time out. You like the way your ex sounds and the way you sound happy with him?
Okay, look, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, things didn't end badly between us, and I just thought it was funny, you know?
Yeah, but it's over. Are you not over him? How long ago did you break up?
We broke up like 3 months ago, but no,
Okay.
I don't have feelings for him at all. It's just
Okay. So, yeah, you are clearly not over him. Have you gone on any dates other than me since you broke up?
Yeah, I went on one, but I wasn't super into him. You
Rachel.
know, but
Rachel, nobody listening believes that you're over your ex. Not one person.
oh my God, you guys! Just because I have a voicemail with someone on it doesn't mean that I'm emotionally attached to them.
I don't know.
Stop, it's over.
I feel like
Facebook friends with their exes. People get coffee with them. It's not. I'm not in love with him at all.
I don't know, but it just seems like you wouldn't even want to have hear their voice that often, let alone have that be on your voicemail all the time.
Well, when I listen to my voicemails, I don't. It's not like an answering machine. I don't listen to it. I don't even think about it. The only people that hear it are the people that call
if
me.
you like the way it sounds, do you call your voicemail and just listen to it?
No, that is
yourself?
not something that I do. And honestly, Adam, I really like you, but we've only been on one date. And as we get to know each other, I'm happy to change my voicemail if it bothers you this much.
That's a big step.
It's not. That's see what I mean. It's not a big deal to me. It's just like I just feel a little on the spot and awkward right now. You know, I just feel like I don't need to be bringing in my past. Right, you know, it's my past. It's just a voicemail. You know, I'm
But
not
it's
like
not your past. You're
him.
still living in it.
Adam, I mean, she said that she'll take the voicemail down. That's a first step. I'm sure she'll get rid of her photo collages that are in her apartment as well.
She said she'd do it after we get to know each other. That's not. It's got to be it's got to be done.
Well, hey, Adam, would you like to go out on a second date with Rachel? We will pay for
no.
it.
No.
That was quick, Adam. You don't even give her a shot, man. I mean, you've gotten out of relationships. We all have. And after 3 months, it's sometimes hard to let go a little bit.
Mhm.
She's ready, man.
Yeah, she's clearly not.
You say so? It's a no. You're not going to give her another shot?
Listen, Rachel, I like you.
I like you too.
I think we got along really well. But I think there's some things that you need to examine. And once you've done that, hit me up.
Okay, so you mean like
Oh my
3
God,
months?
Adam, come on.
6 months down the line, Adam, after she's had time to heal?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like,
oh my
if they
God,
were together
Adam,
for
you're
a year-
making a huge mistake right now. I just want to eat food and make out with you, and I'll delete my voicemail. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't know what happened to you, but like, if you have bad experiences with people messing around with their exes or something, like, there is no unfinished business. And if you feel this strongly about it, there's nothing I can say.
Come on, Adam.
Did you hear
Adam, eat some food and make out.
Yeah, that proposal doesn't fall into your lap every day, Adam.
Awesome.
If I weren't over him, would I be on the radio trying to get a second date with you? Come on.
It's a good point.
Would you still have his voice on your voicemail?
You could be my new voicemail if it makes you feel better.
Wow, I'm honored, but I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh, I can't believe that. She was even honest the whole time. Come on.
Sorry, Rachel. No second date.
Man, I really thought it was because of the I love you thing, and now I'm learning it's because of something bigger. And
It's because of the I love you thing with your ex.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ross, please?
Yeah, this is Ross.
Hey, Ross. How are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
What radio? I'm not familiar.
It's a morning radio program where we talk in between like songs and stuff.
It's really on any
You
radio
ever-
that has a FM dial.
Yeah, you ever heard it? That was a stupid question because you obviously haven't heard it.
Good point.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, I wanted to talk to you because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
I don't know what that means.
You went out on a date with a girl named Cassie recently.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That's a positive review already, Ross.
And Cassie emailed us because she said she really enjoyed going on a walk with you and thought that you enjoyed it too, but now you're not calling her back, so she's wondering why.
Why are you, I mean, you sound really not into Cassie at all.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, do you mind telling us why?
Well, we're kind of in like a legal dispute at the moment.
You talking about the car accident?
How do you know about that?
Well, she told us how you guys met, how she hit your car and then you got out and yelled at her and then stopped and told her she was beautiful and asked her out.
And why would there be a legal dispute? It sounds like she rear-ended you. It was her fault.
Yeah, I don't think I should really go into details or talk about it.
Okay.
Well, okay, so forget the legal thing, forget the car accident. Let's just focus on the date. Did you not enjoy spending time with her?
Not particularly, no.
Didn't you guys? I mean, she told us that you held hands. Like, holding hands is pretty intimate.
Well, yeah, I mean, she asked me to hold her hand when we crossed the street. I don't know if that's romantic or not.
So it wasn't like you grabbed her hand and held on to it as a romantic gesture.
No, I didn't pull like a Cary Grant or something. She said, hey, can you hold my hand while I cross the street? And I was like, all right, whatever.
What?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
It's kind of weird, though. Like, is she scared to cross the street?
I think she was trying to flirt.
How do you go from getting in a car accident and being so stunned by her beauty that now you sound like you can't stand her? How does that happen?
First of all, I'm not sure if I was stunned by her beauty. She was crying so much and freaking out that I was trying to do anything to get her to calm down. And I felt really bad because I just yelled at her like a crazy person. So I just said something.
So you just said you're beautiful because you thought that that's what every woman wants to hear and it'll calm her down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't want to go out on a date with her? Why even go?
Well, I did want to go on a date.
Oh, you did?
After I calmed down, I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cute. But then I went out on the date and I thought, oh my God, this is a terrible idea.
What was so terrible about it? Because according to her, there was like nothing really interesting. You just walked around and, from her perspective, enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah, we walked around, but then she, like, I don't know, within 5-10 minutes of the date, she starts making jokes about how the wreck was partially my fault.
Really?
Okay, so she's joking.
Yeah, and I was like, ha ha ha, funny. And then came up again, and it came up again, and she just kept joking about it as if she was trying to convince me that the wreck was my fault through these lame jokes. And I'm like, what is happening? And it got me really frustrated, and I really didn't like it. And I was getting really annoyed, and I was starting to get that feeling back when I was yelling at her when she was like, and I didn't want to do that.
You didn't want to go off on her again during your little date.
Yeah, by the end of it, I was really, really trying to hold it together. And then she asked me up to her place, and I was like, absolutely not. So I said, no, thank you, and went home and just yelled into a pillow.
Wow. She can really get you fired up. I mean, there could be some passion there that you're missing out on.
No. And then, to make matters worse, when I get home, I see an email from her insurance company saying that they are disputing whose fault the accident was.
What?
Oh. But that might not be her. That may just be her insurance company.
Maybe, but she was joking about it, and then I found that out. Yeah. So I want nothing to do with her.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate because she is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now. So.
Hey, Ross.
Oh, my God.
I was just joking. I thought it was funny, you know?
Yeah, maybe one time would have been funny, but 6, 7, 8, however many times it kept coming up, it wasn't funny. It was annoying.
It was not that frequent, and you know that. It was not that frequent. I mean, maybe I just read that you thought it was funny. I just, come on, like, people get wrecks all the time, and it's kind of funny that it played out this way. I thought it would be funny to, like, say that's how we met, you know?
Yeah, it's how we met, but you're getting the facts wrong, okay? It wasn't my fault. You rear-ended me. It was clearly your fault.
I mean, it was kind of your fault.
Oh, wow.
Like,
No, it wasn't. There was no kind of. There was zero fault on my. You rear-ended me. That's how that works.
oh, come on. Don't be like that. Like, you know you were trying to hit me. I mean, a little part of you did want to hit me. Like, let's get it.
Are you crazy?
I saw. I remember when you look in the rearview mirror and there was a face, and then, like, I'm in the back of your car.
See, these are the kind of jokes that annoyed me on the dates, and that you're still doing them.
Ross, are you sure that you didn't see a cute girl in your rearview mirror and slam on your brakes, just hoping that her car would end up in the back of yours?
Right. I mean, I thought it was kind of charming.
I see what you're doing. You are trying to get me angry again, like you did before, and that's why I stopped the date.
Aw, I mean, you thought I was beautiful and I cried, right?
Yeah. You're a very pretty girl. That's correct. That's good for you.
Yeah.
This is not a game, okay? This is a legal matter. There are repercussions coming. This is not funny, okay? Stop trying to play it off like we're teenagers.
Come on, Ross. I mean, we all have to admit it's not all black and white. Sometimes there's a gray area, and sometimes, you know, like, we all have to take a little bit of the blame, you know? It's not that
No, that's not how life works. That's not how that works at all. We live in a society with laws. Certain people are at fault and at certain incidences, and you are not getting it.
Cassie's just messing. Cassie's trolling you now, Ross. You realize that, right?
Yeah, you're all trolling me. You're all crazy.
You're kind of funny when you're mad, though, Ross. I mean, I kind of get where it's a little fun.
Why is everyone laughing? I'm losing my mind over here, and you guys are having a great old time.
You're just getting so upset. I mean, she's just joking with you.
And that's the point. It is not a laughing matter. Okay, this is not funny.
No.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because you're getting so mad and you don't have to.
I'm getting mad because you hit me and you're not admitting it, and now I'm having to fight about it with insurance companies.
Oh, Roz, you gotta stop focusing on that stuff. The courts are gonna handle it. Let's just focus on you and me and the good time we had.
There is no you and me. You and me aren't. That doesn't happen.
It can happen, Ross. If you'll go out with her again, will you go out with Cassie?
That is not going to happen.
Come on, one more time. Just go out with Cassie, and we'll pay for your second date.
Pay for a second date so you can make fun of me all over again on the radio? I don't think so.
Come on, Ross.
I will side with him a little bit where I'm sure you're having to spend a lot of time on the phone with insurance companies, and that can be a little upsetting.
You don't have to talk to them. You can talk to me.
I'm talking to you right now, and it's not going well for me.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Call the phone number and get him on the phone and find out why he's not responding to you, okay?
Oh, God, thank you. I'm so nervous, but thank you. Thank you.
Well, just relax.
Appreciate your help.
We'll get him on the phone. We'll do this for you.
So cute.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We're sorry.
Obviously, he's not perfect.
Oh, my gosh, did he disconnect his number because I texted him?
No, I don't. I think I probably dialed the wrong number. Let me try again, okay?
Oh my God.
Okay.
I hope that he didn't, cancel his phone because of you texting him.
Oh no.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think you're okay. It's probably my fault. I misdial numbers all the
I
time.
hope.
There we go.
Hello?
Hey, I was looking for Ray.
Yeah, this is him. Who is this?
Hey, Ray, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what is this in regard to?
It's in regards to a date that you recently went on?
Yeah, I didn't sign up for any date thing or anything like that.
I know you didn't, Ray. I host a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they asked us to call you.
Okay, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific because I go out with a lot of women.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Her name is Mary, and you met her at the gym.
Oh, okay. I remember Mary.
She says that she's tried to reach out to you since your date, but you haven't responded, so she's wondering if she did something wrong. I know it's a weird phone call. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you don't call somebody back after a date and they have a question as to why, they'll email us so we can get you on the phone and ask. So we're asking on Mary's behalf if she did something wrong on your date.
I mean, Mary's a nice girl and everything. I just, when you meet somebody and you just feel like you're out of their league a little bit.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Ray. It happens to me all the time.
Ouch.
So are you saying you don't feel like Mary's in your league or playing on your level?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it was the way, she was looking at me and the way she was talking to me. I felt like I was doing her a favor by going out with her.
Whoa, dude.
Did you feel
that's
this
a lot
way?
to say.
Did you feel this way before you went out with her, or this happened you realized that while you were out with her?
We were at the gym. I got this kind of desperate feel, and I was like, she's one of those girls I know I can sleep with if we went out again.
Yep.
So it's
Why do you think that you can sleep with her? Because she was excited to go out with you?
well, I mean, I don't really have a hard time finding women. Usually they just kind of come to me, and if the schedule permits, then
Okay.
hang out.
So would you qualify your date with Mary as a pity date?
Yeah, I feel like that's a little harsh. I mean, sometimes you just gotta slum it. You know what I mean?
You gotta slum
You
it?
just said that?
Isn't that worse than
Every once in a while, you gotta give back to charity.
Dude, come
Wow.
on. Why would you even go out with her to begin with? I mean, I don't think you're doing someone a favor by considering them less than you.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to be mean. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that I'm being honest. I feel like kind of doing her a favor, and I thought, why not? I got nothing else to do. I might as well. And,
Okay.
All
right. I appreciate your honesty a lot, Ray.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find people that'll just be blunt about that kind of stuff. Normally, people always are like, well, I don't know. We just didn't have good chemistry.
I think you're an egomaniac who's completely rude.
I mean, if you're Jennifer Lawrence, you're not going to go out with some guy that manages a Subway. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, you're going to find someone that's on equal footing with you. And I felt like she's a few steps below me.
Okay. Like I said, thanks for your honesty, man. I also have to be honest with you now and let you know that Mary is actually on the phone listening to this.
She is?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. I mean, hi.
Listen, Mary, I'm not trying to be mean to you or anything.
I know. I understand completely. You know what? I mean, I get it.
Mary.
It's smart as you, and you are a rare catch, and you just know it.
Mary, did you hear what he was just saying about you? Did you hear what he was just saying about you?
But I don't mind because I can try to be better. I'd rather know, and then I have a goal. I'd rather know that, and then I could try to be better.
No, Mary, you love yourself for who you are, and you have some self-confidence and some self-worth.
No, I know about loving myself for who I am right now, but we can still always want to improve and hope to improve. And otherwise, what's the point? You know, we're not going to try to get better.
But what did he
I
say
worked
that was
out.
constructive? He just slammed you.
I didn't take it that way. I mean, he's kind of right. He has high standards, and like I said, I told you guys, he's an amazing guy. He's rare, and you know, Ray, it was an honor just to have dinner with you. If you guys talk to him more, you'll figure it out, like I did.
Mary, I appreciate that you want to be able to work up to eventually being in my league. And to be fair, I feel like with a little bit of work, I think that, you know, you could be there. There's a few things I definitely noticed on our date that, you know, you could improve on. Like, you know, I noticed that you were kind of going for some more fatty, calorically dense food when we were out on a date. And I feel like, you know, if we get away from that kind of stuff, it can really help you.
Oh, you narcissistic.
You mean, okay. I can work on that because it puts me in the level you're in, then it would be my honor to try to do that.
No,
Mary, are you serious?
No, don't do what?
But he's right. I don't mind. It's like a parent that loves you and wants you to be your best. They acknowledge the good things you have.
No.
I do want to be better. I've always wanted to be better. And if this is the way I get, you know, to understand how to be better, then it's a blessing.
Mary, you're walking into like a controlling, narcissistic, egomaniac.
I have to say something. You guys have been nice to me, but enough's enough. You shouldn't talk about him this way. I know who he is. I met him. You're maybe just jealous. Please stop being so rude to him, or I'm going to have to get off the phone.
Mary, I'm sorry we're being rude to Ray. Ray, do you feel like we're being rude to you?
You're being very rude
to
to him.
fair, yeah, I feel like there's some unfair, you know, jabs being made at me because all I'm trying to do is just make Mary become the really pretty person I know that she
Oh
can
my
become.
God. Mary, I want to shake you. What are you doing?
Well, in that
I know
case,
what I'm doing. I'm an adult, and I don't think it's very respectful what you guys are doing.
hey, Mary, it's true. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions. And if you feel like Ray is right and you were out of his league and apparently you want to work on getting into his league, I'll ask the question. Would you guys like to go on a second date? Ray, we will pay for you to go on a second date with Mary if you will accept.
I mean, yeah, but I can't promise there'll be another date.
After that, okay. Mary, are you willing to give it another try?
I mean, I hope we have another date, but I think it's just great to have an opportunity to try again. So, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, you guys.
so sick.
We're sending you out on a second date.
Ray, I have to tell you, thank you for giving me another chance. I will not let you down. I promise you. I promise I will not let you down.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Think about
thank you.
how every butterfly starts out in a caterpillar.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is this Amanda?
This is Amanda.
Amanda, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I don't know.
It's a radio show.
Okay.
Nothing?
Big listener.
Amanda, I'm just going to cut to the chase real quick, okay? You went out with a guy named Aaron last night.
Yeah.
All right. And Aaron emailed us this morning to see if we could call you because he's been trying to get a hold of you because he says that you stole his wallet when you left this morning.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Aaron says that you took his wallet. Did you take his wallet?
No, he thinks I took his wallet?
Yeah. He's saying that you guys hooked up last night after meeting at the bar, and when he woke up this morning, you were gone, and so was his wallet, and he's convinced that you took it.
Yeah, I woke up this morning because I had a meeting at work. I woke him up. I told him that. He was like, yeah. I told him I had to get to work. I told him I was leaving, but I didn't take his wallet.
Amanda, that's bullshit, and you know it.
Well, what?
Amanda, that's Aaron. He's actually on the phone.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Amanda, or whatever the your name is, I know you have my wallet.
First of all, whatever the my name is, who the are you? I never took your wallet. Your wallet. And you know what? You were so drunk. Go look around your apartment for your wallet.
I did look around my apartment. The reason it's not there is because you took it.
I didn't take your wallet. We were making out on the couch. Did it fall behind the couch? Did you look there?
Are you serious, Amanda? Do you think I'm a huge idiot? That's the first place I would look. Are you?
Yeah, I do think you're the biggest idiot. Go look around your apartment. Go look in your kitchen. How dare you accuse me of stealing from you, you piece of
I kind of believe her.
Really?
Yeah.
What the am I supposed to think? I wake up, she's gone, my wallet's gone. I've looked everywhere in this apartment, she's accusing me of being that dumb. That.
Yeah, but
Amanda, did you take his wallet?
No, I didn't take his wallet. I don't know what the this is about. Tell him to go look in the kitchen. Tell him he's not going to listen to me. You guys tell him to go look in the kitchen. Go look in the fridge.
Look in the fridge.
Why would I look in the fridge? Who put the fridge in the wallet in the fridge? Are you serious? I'm not doing that.
You were so drunk, you idiot.
All people put their wallets, and let me look in there. Oh, it's not there. Oh, big surprise, because I know somebody else has it who left this morning.
I don't have your wallet. It's in your apartment. I mean, this is nuts. I don't even know what
Let me go look in the oven real quick. Oh, guess what? There's no wallet in there. Oh, hold on. Let me go look in the microwave real quick. That sounds like a great idea. Let me pop this microwave open and see if there's a wallet in here. That's where everybody keeps their wallets. Oh,
Aaron, you gotta calm down. I mean, you guys have to have some sort of a conversation about this. Aaron, are you there?
Hello?
Oh, me. The put it in the microwave.
It's actually in there?
Ew, why the would I put it in the microwave? I didn't even go in the kitchen. You kept going in there slamming stuff. You were just being funny about it. You drunk piece of
Oh my gosh.
To my microwave where no one puts a wallet ever and all of a sudden magically it's there.
Aaron, I highly doubt that Amanda hid your wallet in the microwave. I don't know why somebody would do that.
Exactly. Who puts a wallet in the microwave? Are you being serious right now? That's the worst idea.
You did.
Dude, Aaron just owned up to it. You made a dumb mistake when you were drunk. Why are you so angry still? You have your wallet.
This is some up shit. I don't know who to believe in this, but I don't trust anybody.
Aaron, you said yourself you were drunk. You don't think you could have put it in the microwave?
Dude, who puts it in the microwave? All of a sudden they have a terrible idea looking in a fridge.
I don't know.
And it's all magically in the microwave?
I've been really drunk before, and I've done weird things. I've put my wallet in weird places when I've woken up. Never a microwave, though.
Guess what? This guy's a weird drunk.
I believe that, Amanda. Wow.
Well, Amanda, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for wasting mine.
Aaron, at least you found your wallet.
Yeah, that took long enough to find it.
Don't you want to apologize to Amanda for accusing her of stealing your stuff?
I can't even figure this out right now, but yeah, I guess I'm sorry that, I guess I'm sorry.
You hear that, Amanda? He guesses he's sorry.
Wow, that's sincere.
Yeah, I guess he's a head, basically.
All right. Hey, you know what? I would love to ask you, Amanda, if you will go out on a second date with Aaron. We will pay for it.
You're kidding me now.
No, I'm serious. I really want you to go out on another date with Aaron.
I'm never going on another date with Aaron. Why don't you go on a date with Aaron? He can put your somewhere and tell you about it and get it all up.
No way I'm going out on a date with Aaron. I don't know where my wallet's going to end up. Aaron, at least you got your wallet back. No second date, though.
Yeah, I guess I know to look in the microwave next time.
Learn something new every
Can I go back to work now? Are we done?
I don't know. Aaron, are you done with Amanda? You have anything else to accuse her of?
I don't know. Is anything else hidden in my apartment that I should know about?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kevin?
Yeah, this is Kevin.
Kevin, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
You familiar with the show at all?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just curious why you're calling me.
Well, I'm calling you because somebody emailed us to give you a call for a second date update.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Like, seriously, somebody did this?
Nah, just calling you out of the blue, just making the whole thing up. All right, bye. See ya. Yeah, that was it. Best prank ever.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, got you. Burn, Kevin.
Okay. All right. I guess it's going to be one of those days. You got me.
No, I wasn't.
It's not
joke.
really a joke,
Yeah, I'm actually
Kevin.
calling you for a second date update.
Okay. You are. You really are. Okay.
Yes, I am.
I see. I think I might know what this is about.
Really? Okay. Do you know who might want to email us to figure out why you're not calling them for another date?
I've got a feeling. But I'd rather hear you say it than me.
Let's try to say it at the same time, okay? Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Emma.
Emma.
You didn't say it at the same time, but yes.
He's bad at
Her
counting.
name is Emma.
Yes, Emma. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, are you purposely not calling Emma back then?
Am I purposely?
Yeah, like you're avoiding her. I was hoping that it was just because you've been too busy or something.
I had a nice time with her, but I went kind of like digging on her social media, and what I found was like a huge turnoff to me, if I'm being honest. It was a big, big turnoff.
Her social media was a turnoff. Is it too many selfies or something like that?
No, it wasn't anything like that. It wasn't like inappropriate pictures or anything like that. Her grammar is atrocious.
Did you say her grammar, like her writing?
Yes, her writing. Yes, her writing is atrocious. It's a travesty.
Okay, so you don't want to go out with her again because her grammar is bad.
Oh, big time. Like, she uses double negatives. Like, that annoys that annoys me. I almost cursed it. That annoys me a lot.
But she wasn't that wasn't something she used in her normal speak, so it wasn't an issue when you guys were hanging out.
Well, we only spent like a little bit of time together, so I don't know. Things seem fine there, but go to her social media, it's insane. Like, she doesn't know the difference between your and you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't know the difference at all.
Yeah, but okay, hold on. To her defense, a lot of people use social media to just quickly throw out thoughts. And what if it's something where it's auto-correcting on her phone?
I mean, that can happen, but does it happen more than once and multiple posts a day? I was like, oh, come on. And also, there's like a Google search. You can Google proper grammar if you don't know it. It's already getting me like annoyed.
And you're not open to like maybe trying to coach her through her grammar?
Oh, like that's going to go over real well.
Yeah. Hey, I noticed your social media makes you look really stupid. Can I teach you a few things about words?
Like how to write?
Yeah.
I have something to say about this.
I'm sure you do, Emma. Hey, Kevin, Emma's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh, I forgot you guys do it this way.
Yeah, that is how we do it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? My grammar is terrible. That's why you haven't called me back. That's the reason. That's the big thing that you can't even a double negative on my social media has turned you off that much.
I mean, I'm being honest. Would you rather me lie to you?
I'd rather you tell me instead of just not talk to me while I call you and try to set up another date. Just end it if that's what you want. But a double negative, your instead of your, I know the difference.
Are you sure you know the difference?
Oh, that was just rude.
Wow.
Yes, I know the difference. Your,
Like you end
Y-O-U, apostrophe R-E means you are,
Okay.
like you are being a d***. That's what that means.
I think that was appropriate.
That's how you
That was
use
the
it.
right grammar.
You're a bigger grammar offender than you even know. Like, you don't end a sentence with a proposition, okay?
What?
Like, nobody does that, Emma. Nobody does that, you know.
For such a grammar guy, is it a proposition or a preposition you're not supposed to end a sentence with there, Kevin?
Okay, all right, dude. Slow down. I made a mistake. I meant to say preposition, not proposition.
Oh, okay. All right, just checking in on that one.
I feel like that was fair.
Yeah, but maybe we shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt since you're not giving me the benefit of the doubt that I just like to do quick posts and I'll end a sentence however I want.
Oh.
But it's social media. It's not like I'm writing this thesis about I don't even know what. I just don't understand why it bothers you so much.
What bothers me is you use a punctuation within parentheses. That's what if we're really getting into it. So, you know.
We're really digging deep on this one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Wow. I mean, you're just digging here. There's got to be another reason. There's got to be something else that you're just not saying that you're not calling me. There's no way that a punctuation in parentheses bothers you that much.
I think everybody in the world knows, except you. You put parentheses outside of punctuation, okay?
Parentheses outside of punctuations?
I didn't get that one either, Jubal.
I misspoke, okay?
All right.
I meant punctuations outside parentheses. That's what I meant. That's what
Oh,
I
my
meant.
God.
For someone who's so upset about my punctuation, you're doing an awful lot of misspeaking about it.
Emma, does this make you want to maybe go back in and edit some of your posts, though, so that they look proper?
No, that. You and I had a really good connection. Our dogs even connected. Our dogs got along so well. I feel like we had a really good day, and for you to not call me back because of the grammar on my social media, it is not only ridiculous, it is pretentious.
Oh!
Wow, those are a couple of big words that you used there. I'm pretty impressed.
Well, does that mean maybe you want to go out with Emma again? Kevin, would you like to go on a second date with Emma? We'll pay for it.
I mean, why would I want to after I basically felt like I was insulted to my face? So
You
and
were
also, who cares if our dogs got along? There's bigger things in the world than whether or not two dogs get along.
Yeah, there's those whole punctuation and parentheses thing, you know?
Exactly. And I don't want to go on a second date with someone who's going to be so nitpicky about a social media post is not the kind of person that I want to be around.
Yeah, you're...
Nitpicky, a big word again. Good.
Oh, God. Can you guys just, hang up on him? Because he is an idiot.
You would be doing me a favor if you did that.
Okay, well.
Okay.
That's ended
See
well.
you, Kevin.
Yep.
There you go, Emma. I hung up on him.
Oh, thank you.
Does that feel better?
It feels really good. I don't even want to post on social media or write anything on social media anymore because it's just going to make me think of this Jack.
Well, I think maybe Kevin helped you in a good way, okay? Because that whole parentheses, punctuation thing, I'm super glad we got that cleared up, Emma.
I mean, to be honest, I forgot about that rule, but...
You're admitting it. Oh, my God.
All right, Emma, well, better luck next time on getting a
Thank you.
second date. Hope you don't not get one later on in the future.
That's a double negative.
That was
and
really
if you know
good
what second
grammar.
date's about. All right.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is Rick there?
Yeah, this is Rick.
Rick, how are you, man? My name is Jubal. I host the morning show, Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, are you serious?
Yeah, man. How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
Well, I'm calling you today because I wanted to speak with you about a date you went on.
A date I went on?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a girl named Amy that you met off of Instagram.
Amy?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what happened.
Oh, my God.
So Amy has been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not returning any of her phone calls or text messages, so she asked if we could get you on the phone and ask what happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
You really want to know how my day went?
I do. Even more than me, Amy wants to know because she says she can't really remember the last part of it.
Yeah, well.
She did tell us a little bit about the date and said you guys were arguing at some point, which is a great way to end a date, by the way. I thought it sounded really romantic.
Lasting impressions.
Yeah, it definitely was not romantic.
So what was it? What were you guys arguing about? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if it's okay to talk about it on the radio. I don't know if she would be cool with that or...
Well, she kind of has no choice because she agreed to do the second date update, so she wants to know.
All right.
So I went over to her place, and we were making out in her bathroom. And
Your bathroom? That's...
yeah, in her bathroom. Just kind of like where we ended up. And things were getting hot and heavy, and, at one point my shirt came off. And then she just kind of turned and she looked at the mirror, and she started, like, freaking out. And she looks at herself, and she's like, oh, my God, I look so ugly.
Weird.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you don't, not at all. And she didn't, right? Like, she's gorgeous. Okay. So I was like, no, you don't, right? And I'm trying to, like, make her feel better. And she's like, no, I do. And she's, like, working herself up. And I'm feeling really weird because my shirt's off, right? And then as I'm trying to, like, calm her down, she starts to, like, argue with me.
Like arguing over whether or not she looks pretty?
Yeah, kind of. She's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're lying to me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, you look fine. You look great. You look beautiful.
You're like, I was just in here with my shirt off making out with you because I think that you're attractive.
Right. And eventually, this kind of, like, half fight turns into, like, a whole fight.
Oh, no.
Like, she actually was getting aggressive with you because you were telling her that she looked good.
Mad at me for calling her pretty. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did you think at first she was just fishing for compliments and then it took a weird turn?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I thought that, because, like, sometimes girls get down on themselves, but, like, this was way beyond anything that I've ever seen before. She was just out of control. And so finally she's just like, you know what? Like, get out.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She kicked you out for calling her pretty is what you're saying.
Right. And she kicked me out of her bathroom. And she locks the door behind her.
Oh.
But my shirt and my wallet were still inside the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. So she's in there freaking out. So
She's like going ballistic, and she's like sobbing in there, and I'm like, can I get my shirt back, please?
Oh, I just want to give her a hug.
How long did it take till you got your shirt back?
I didn't get my shirt back.
Oh.
She just opened up the door at one point and then threw my wallet at me and told me to get the out. And I just ran home topless.
That sucks. All right, well, that was an interesting evening for you. Any chance you'd ever talk to her again, ever?
I don't think so. I mean, it was just a little too crazy for me.
Oh, that's unfortunate because she's actually on the phone listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah, Amy, are you there?
Oh, my God. I don't remember that, like, at all.
Oh, Amy.
Did that seriously happen? Did I seriously cry and then kick you out of my apartment?
You've been listening the whole time that I was talking?
Yeah, and I, like, don't remember any of that. Like, are you serious? Did I kick you out like that?
Yeah, you did all of that. It was... You don't remember anything?
No. Oh, my God, that's so funny.
Wait, Amy, you think that's funny? You're not mortified by that?
No, it's, like, kind of hilarious. Like, did you hear that story? That's so funny.
So it doesn't bother you that you were freaking out because apparently you didn't think you looked good that night and he thought you were pretty and that pissed you off.
I mean, I think I was just, like, having a moment, I guess. Like, sometimes I have a moment. Like, it's totally me to just, like, have a moment, but then it's fine. Like, you didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave. I would have gotten
What do you mean I
over
didn't
it.
have to leave? You threw my wallet at me and then you told me to get the out. Like, you said those words.
Oh, my God, I was drunk. We were having fun. Oh, my God.
I don't know, Amy.
I wasn't having fun.
Yeah, if I was at your place and you threw something at me and said, get the F out, I would think that I would have to leave at that point or I would be in trouble with the law.
I don't know. Okay, wait, but Rick, did you, like, get a video of this at least?
Oh, my gosh, Amy.
What?
Did I get a video? No, I didn't get a video. Are you serious? You psycho?
What? Why not? I could have totally posted that on Instagram. It would have gotten so many likes.
You would actually...
Amy, this is...
thing I've ever heard.
You'd actually post a video of you having this freak out online, Amy.
Why not? I mean, like, obviously, right now, I think I'm pretty. It's fine. Everybody has a meltdown every once in a while. I'm just like,
you know what? Like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So it's okay for people to see me like that. It's fine. It's funny.
Amy, I gotta say, when Rick was telling this story, I was feeling so bad for you, and I thought we were gonna talk to this like horribly like lacking self-confident woman that was crying on the other end of the line, and you were handling this way differently than I thought you would.
I don't know. You know, it's just life. It's just life, and like happens sometimes, right? And like, I don't know. I just still can't believe you didn't take a video. Take a video next time.
Yeah, seriously. The next time you're having a meltdown like that, you need to make sure somebody is there to videotape it at all times, Amy. Well, then, would you guys like to go out on a second date? Rick, I will pay for a second date.
No, hell no.
You might get a viral video out of the deal.
This has not happened to me on a regular basis. Like, girls that I'm with don't have freakouts and then kick me out of their place and then steal my shirt.
Well, it sounds to me like you're not really living.
I just feel like everybody has these kind of moments, okay? And, like, I know that was probably a little much, but, like, if you knew me better, you would know that even though I was freaking out and I told you to leave, I wasn't really serious. I didn't really mean it. Like, I know that. And just because that happened, I don't think that it means you shouldn't go out with me. Like, you should still go out with me. I'm really fun. And, like, we could obviously have really great stories. See? Like, come on.
You know what? Fine, as long as I can end this conversation right now, as long as we can finish this up.
So if we can finish the phone call here, you'll go out with her again.
No, I'm not going to go out with her. Are you crazy?
So which one is it? You're confusing me. I can't tell when you're serious and when you're not serious.
You're harder to read than she is.
I want to end this conversation. I don't ever want to see her again. I'm fine. Thank you, Amy. You seem like a lovely girl. You're really, really hot, but you are crazy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Dylan, please?
This is him.
Dylan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
In the morning, where?
It's
a good question.
It's a radio show, and that is the name of the show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh.
Hey, Dylan.
In the morning, where?
What are you guys doing?
Dude, not much, just hanging out. You mean doing, or why are we calling you?
Yeah, why? What's going on?
Okay. I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we got an email from somebody that you went on a date with recently.
Wait, what? Somebody emailed you about me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lainey. Her name's Lainey.
Oh.
Yeah, Lainey emailed us because she told us about your date, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So she told us she went out with you. She said she really wanted to see you again, but now you're not answering any of her phone calls or text messages. So she's confused, and she's wondering why you don't want to see her again.
She's wondering why. Wow.
Yes. Should she know why?
I mean, I don't know how much you know.
I'll tell you what we know. She said you guys met up for happy hour. You drank a bunch, ended up talking about your coworkers, and then getting onto the subject of exes. You talked a bunch about how terrible your ex was. Then she asked you if you wanted to go back to her place to take some pictures to make your ex jealous, and you declined.
She told you almost everything?
If that's almost everything, yeah, she told us that.
Yeah.
I just can't believe she put that out there.
Are you mad about that?
I mean, it's weird. I never got a phone call like this before.
Right.
I could understand that.
Yeah.
You said almost everything. Is she leaving something out?
Totally leaving things out.
Really?
Okay, like what?
We had a good time in the beginning, and she was all right. And
she was all right.
It was the middle of the week, too. I mean, we definitely had no business hammering shots at a bar on a freaking Wednesday.
But it sounds like you guys had a lot to bond over. You both had crappy days at work, she said, really stressed out.
Yeah, I had a particularly bad day, and I guess she did too, and we kind of bonded over having the same work environment, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
We heard.
Then the topic of exes come up, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there, but we were kind of like bouncing back and forth between, you know, what her exes did and what mine did and things like that. So
in her description, it didn't sound like you guys were bouncing. It sounded like you guys were concentrating on you getting over your cheating ex, and that you talked about her a lot.
I mean, I guess I probably threw out a lot more info about mine than her ex, but I mean, you know, I was drunk too. It's hard to remember the details. Right. So I don't know. Like I said, she was kind of supportive, I guess you could say, and it just got to a point where she kind of crossed the line in the course of the date, and I'm like, I kind of got turned off.
Was it suggesting to go take pictures of you two together at your place to make your ex jealous?
Yeah, that was part of it. I mean, she wanted to do like, half-naked photos and stuff like that. Like, she wanted to go that route. And I'm like, I really don't trust myself to be doing that, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Okay.
She told us that, which is it's a good move to be like, yeah. I mean, that's nice.
Yeah, and then she's like, what's your ex's number? And give me all her info. I want her address, too. And
Was she joking? I mean, that had to be a joke, right? Like, I'll take care of it for you.
yeah, I thought she was joking. I'm like, I was laughing with her. I go, what are you going to, like burn her house down? Like, why do you need her address? And she just keeps kind of prodding for it. She goes, yeah, give me the information. Just, I got a couple ideas. And,
Like she kept going?
Yeah, so at that point, I'm getting real weird vibes from this date. I'm like, I got to end this now because she's not joking. This is going in places I don't want it to go.
Yeah. Soon you're going to be an accomplice to murder.
That was it, man. I was done right there.
Okay.
Okay, that's understandable.
It's good that you were done there probably, but you're not done here because guess what? Lainey is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what?
Lainey?
Sorry.
You there?
Hi. Hey, Dylan.
Dude, no. Come on, guys.
No, that's Lainey.
I'm sorry, but your ex needs a wake-up call. Like, that's all I was trying to do.
A wake-up call? What kind of wake-up call are you talking about, Lainey?
She needs to know that her behavior is not okay. Girls like her ruin good guys like Dylan for girls like me.
What are you going to do, though? I don't understand. Isn't the wake-up call that they broke up? Like, that's usually the wake-up call.
It doesn't matter. Like, I'll handle it.
You don't need to look, I learned my lesson with her.
It doesn't matter. Dylan, you're a good guy. Like, that's why I want to do this.
Do what, though? Do what, Lainey?
If you don't have the to do it, I have them. I will tell her that this is not okay.
No. Do what? I don't understand what you're doing. You want her address? What are you going to do?
Everyone needs to, like, stop asking me what I'm going to do, all right? I'm not going to tell you guys on the radio, all right? I'm just going to do it.
Do what, though? Come on, Lainey. Now I'm...
No.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm saying no. Okay? Lady, the best revenge is always to just be happy in your next phase of life. That is literally the only revenge anyone ever needs.
Look, I will be happy after I do what I need to do to her.
What? She didn't even do anything to
Lainey,
you.
Dylan, are you still there?
Dude, do you guys hear what she's saying? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't...
This is crazy.
Did you give Lainey the information for your ex at all?
No, I didn't give her the information. Listen to her.
I mean, Dylan, I don't understand why you are so against this. Like, are you still in love with her? I mean, you were crying your eyes out, complaining how bad she treated you. And here I am, like, here to defend you. And you're acting like a little baby now. Like, are you still in love with her? You want to get back together with her? You want to just put you down and cheat on you over and over again?
No. I was on the date with you that night, and we got onto some topics. Now I feel like I was on the date with a hitman. I mean, I don't know what this is about.
But, like, you gave me that information. Like, what else am I supposed to do with it?
Just chill, probably?
Yeah. Just say, that's too bad. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
That's not who I am. Not like how I roll. All I want to do is have a civilized conversation, woman to woman.
No, that's psycho.
Doesn't sound like that.
I feel like in one hand you're holding your phone, the other hand you're screwing a silencer on a bolt-action rifle.
Sounds like a great woman to go on a date with me. Dylan, would you like to go on a second date with Lainey? We'll pay for it.
She'll always have your back.
Yeah, she will have your back for sure.
Dylan, before you answer, really think carefully.
Oh my God, is that a threat?
No, I'm not going to end up in the trunk of a car.
So is that a yes then? Because I think that means you should say yes, or you might end up in the trunk of a car.
I'm not going on another date with her. Now I'm actually scared, all right?
Yeah, Lainey, I don't blame him, Lainey.
I mean, whatever. You know, if that's how he wants to live his life, he wants to be a pushover, let people walk all over him, he's going to find another girl who's going to do the same thing to him, cheat on him, and put him down.
Yeah.
You know, I would always have his back, but if he doesn't want that, you know, good riddance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good riddance. Dylan, good luck finding someone just to have brunch with or whatever. Lainey would actually kill for you.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Dawn.
Yeah, this is she.
Dawn, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You host a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what we do is kind of like a podcast, except you probably have more listeners.
That's probably true.
Okay, how can I help you?
Well, you can help us because we actually got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Okay. What'd they say?
Well, they said that they went out on a date with you a little while ago and had a really good time, but now you're not calling them back.
Oh, I thought you were calling because maybe you wanted like an interview or something.
No, sorry. You do a World of Warcraft podcast, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, our listeners have no idea what that is. So
I don't either. We'd ask you the dumbest questions.
we would
you
be
would
a
want it.
terrible interview. You'd probably get frustrated with us and hang up.
All right, okay. So
the reason we're calling is you recently met up with a dude who actually listens to your podcast, but also wanted to go on a date with you. His name is Isaiah.
Yeah, I remember Isaiah.
Okay, well, Isaiah emailed us and told us about your date, and he's also confused because you're not calling him back, and he's tried to get a hold of you a few times.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it because you're, I don't know, have a lot of men throwing themselves at you?
No, actually, I really don't get asked out that often, so that's not it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I think some guys are just kind of intimidated, and I mean, I wish more guys would ask me out. That would be nice, but
All right. Well, let's talk about the one dude that did ask you out then, Isaiah. Did you not enjoy your date with him?
Oh, no, I mean, the date, it was fine. Like, it wasn't a bad date. It wasn't too awkward or anything. He's a fan of mine, so I'm just gonna say it's just not gonna work.
Can you tell us anything so that we can at least let him know? Because he's really confused. He thought that you had a great time and you both had a good connection and you enjoyed the date.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'm a level 110 Blood Elf Hunter, and he's a level 20 Undead Warrior.
Okay.
Okay. What does that mean exactly?
It just means that he has barely played the game.
Oh, and then...
In comparison to me.
Okay, so you've got a really good rating, and you have a high level on the game, and he doesn't.
It's similar to an 11-year-old boy asking Heidi Klum out on a date. You know, it's not gonna look good for her. Besides not being legal, but it's not going to be good.
So wait, the gaming world will judge you for dating someone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they judge everything. Hardcore. Yeah.
Like, you're being serious about this?
Yeah, no, if they know that I'm hanging out with a noob, I'll lose followers. I'll get blasted.
Oh, no.
That is so weird to me.
This is a real thing. You mean this?
I mean, I have thousands of people following me, right? And they're following me for, like, strat and, you know, tips and things. How is it going to look if I'm dating, like, a level 20 warrior and he hasn't even gotten a Nobergon yet? So it's like, you know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not Nobergon.
God.
Oh, my God.
God, anybody knows Nobergon?
Obviously, Don, I have no idea what you said, but I'm kind of understanding what you mean in a weird way.
But why did you go out with him to begin with, Don? Didn't you know that he wasn't past Nobergon?
No, I wasn't on WoW when we were talking. He DM'd me on Twitter.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And I mean, I didn't think to ask because, like, people who follow me, I assume they're at least level 80. Otherwise, you know, why are they there?
You're right. What are you doing?
You crazy?
We're trying to play in the big leagues.
Oh, man. Were you so disappointed when you found out about his level status?
It was a pretty big bummer. You know, like I said, I don't get asked out on dates a lot, and he was really nice, but it was a big drawback.
Okay. That is an interesting reason, Don.
Yeah.
I do also want to let you know that Isaiah is on the other line listening to this conversation.
Right now?
Yep.
Hi. Hi, Don.
Oh my God.
Did you really mean all that?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were listening. I mean,
But you called me a noob.
Well, I don't mean to be mean, but you are. I mean, in the world of Warcraft, you are.
Yeah, if it's my status that you're worried about, then I will stop playing the game, and we can just connect about something else.
Isaiah, it's not your status I'm worried about. It's my status. I have an image to uphold.
Yeah, but if I quit, then you don't even have to worry about that status.
Yeah, but I can't date someone who doesn't play.
Really? It'll just seem like you're not dating anyone at all. It'll be a secret.
Isaiah, you're willing to be just a secret boyfriend to her?
Because you weren't dating somebody before this.
I mean, well, so if we were dating, and I'm playing WoW all the time, you know that, like, what are we going to talk about? You don't know anything about end-level rating or, like, the end-of-game content. Like, you're still smelting tin and like...
Yeah, dude. You guys
I'm
don't.
sorry, but
What do you have in common, right?
Tin smelter.
I just can't be a teacher all the time.
Well, I can learn really fast. I mean, there's other podcasts I can be listening to all the time. I mean, I'll keep listening to yours, of course, and I will stay a subscriber no matter what. But like, there's all kinds of things I can listen to, like even when I'm like driving to work and stuff.
Well, and it's also just like a time thing. Like, you know, if you're going to play World of Warcraft and want to play with me, you kind of got to put in a lot of hours.
I can do that. I mean, I can just drink coffee when I get home at night.
Or some Mountain Dew Code Red, man. You know?
Yeah.
What if you guys just left World of Warcraft out of your relationship altogether?
Oh, you can't be serious.
I mean, I'm totally serious. Like, why does it need to be such a focal point of your romantic life?
I'm sorry, but it's that important to me.
Okay, I will commit myself 100% to playing every minute that I can, and I will catch up. I promise you, I'm not going to let go. And if I can just be around you, then I feel like it'll make me better as a person and as a player too, you know? Like, you make people better. That's what you do. It's what your podcast is for, is helping people, and you helped me.
Don, come on. I mean, he said you were intelligent. He said you were attractive. Like, this guy really thinks, like, you're it.
I know, and that's the hard part. That's why it's so hard to tell him no.
Still,
don't say no. Like, I'll be here to support you. /flirt.
There you go. You got a /flirt over the phone, Don. Would you go out with Isaiah again one more time? We will pay for it.
Well, Isaiah, I mean, I can't date someone like this because of my work, but I mean, okay, if you can make it to like level 80, level 90, you know, you can call me then, and we'll figure it out from there.
Hey. You hear that, Isaiah?
Level 80, I can do that.
80, preferably 90, but I'll cut it at 80.
You can text me at 80.
The door is still open, Isaiah. If you get to the right level in World of Warcraft, you can have your dream date.
Got a lot of work to do.
I can do it. I know I can do it because I have love on my side.
All right, so it's a deal, Don. If he gets to level 80 or 90, you will give him another shot.
It's a deal. Nice. It's a deal.
Woo! Yeah. All right, now you got something to work toward, Isaiah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I understood about a third of what was said in today's second date update, but I think it's kind of a successful one, Isaiah. You might have a second date at some point.
I will, Don, no matter how long it takes.
All right, well, just make sure you're always in a queue for a dungeon. Like, that's the way to get there.
All right. Remember that, Isaiah. If we learned anything about dating today, it's always remember you're in a queue for a dungeon.
You got it.
Always be in a queue for a dungeon.
Be in a queue for a dungeon.
Okay, almost got it.
Just get in that dungeon.
I will.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Madison, please?
This is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce.
Okay.
And Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into them and you want to go out with them again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes.
It's pretty frustrating, right?
It is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So then...
And I do apologize.
Okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you. I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you can tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his feelings.
Yeah, and relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this, and I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up, and
So you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to listen for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something,
It wasn't pervy.
Oh,
I wasn't
damn.
being a perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It goes one of two ways. Like Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, "Whoa, that's creepy."
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
you
just
can't,
feel
but
feel like
other
it
people
was
could.
you feel like it was too much.
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, you couldn't see his face. You don't know.
Brooke's trying so hard for like the storybook love tale thing right now.
Seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or you could have found a stage 5 clinger.
But
it all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. That's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
But that's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No. Yeah, that's exactly the vibes that I got. And, hey, that's fine for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage, all right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right, and the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison. Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
Yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. I think I love her, man. I want to marry her, or something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but...
So, what, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So, kind of what I meant was, where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Madison, I mean, can't you give this guy a chance? I mean, I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a grounds of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
I mean, if it has to always be remembered, I mean, we did have a good time. You know, we had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I mean, I didn't really care too much. That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love.
Yeah.
Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
That's good.
But he could have said, like, horrible things about you. He could talk about, like, your boobs or your butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That happened after Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
Like, you actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I'm just trying to help him out.
I don't know. That's like a lot of pressure. I mean, I'm still pretty young, so
All right.
that's, it's always going to be like in the back of my head. Like,
Well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for it.
God.
Come on, Madison, give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I mean, I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I mean, I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I mean, I feel so guilty about all of this. I mean, I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce.
Yeah.
You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play
Oh,
it.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Thanks, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Heather?
this is she.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from a dude that you went on a date with, and for some reason you're not calling him back, and he asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Who are we talking about?
His name is Cliff.
Oh, hell.
Wow. You remember Cliff?
That bad, huh?
I never want to talk to that guy again.
Why?
Because he is the sketchiest, creepiest. I can't even.
Whoa.
Was it just the weirdness of the date or the weirdness of the person you were on the date with?
You know those kind of people that get the emails that say, a distant relative of yours just died in England and you will get $1 million if you just provide us this information for the disbursement of the funds. And they
Yeah.
actually answer those emails.
That's how I've made my millions.
I basically became that kind of person.
You became that. What do you mean by you're that kind of person? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm an idiot for going on a date with him.
Oh, okay.
Like he suckered you into it.
Yeah.
And you knew from the beginning you should have said no.
I mean, from the beginning, I didn't know it, but about 15 minutes into the date, I definitely knew, and I should have just walked away then.
I talked to Cliff. He doesn't sound like a weird guy.
Can I tell you my side of the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, first of all, we'll put aside the weirdness of our date is going to be test driving cars. Okay, sure. And then
we're driving this car for a long time, and he goes, "Do you think I look sexy in this car?"
Did he say it just like that, too?
Yeah, and like really seriously and creepy. He's like, "Do you like this car?"
Oh my God. How did you respond to that?
And I'm like, "I guess, yeah." And so then he goes, "Do you think I should buy it?"
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, "I mean, if you want it, do you need a car? Sure." You know, I don't know what to, it's just so creepy.
Yeah, that was my fear when we first talked to him about the date, was that he was going to do something like that to try to impress you.
No, it gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
What happened? So then he pulls over. And he, like, very seriously to me says, "You know, I really love this car. I love myself in it. I love you next to me in it.
What?
Would you be willing to co-sign?"
No, he did not. Stop it.
Swear to God.
He asked you to co-sign on a loan for a car with him.
Yes, and I said, we just met, and so then he goes on to say, "You know, I got in some financial trouble a few years back, and my credit is shot, and I can't buy a car. While I have the, you know, the money to make the payments and everything, they're not going to give me a loan, and I need a co-signer, and I just think you and I have great chemistry." And like, I'm like, what is even happening? It's like,
I don't see the problem with that. I mean, I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
What was that?
That was Cliff. Cliff, you're supposed to wait for me to tell her that you're on the phone. Cliff is actually on the phone listening.
Oh, you ass.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much I can take of her, you know, making it sound like I'm some creep or weird or, you know, blah, blah, blah.
How do you think that was acceptable first date behavior?
Maybe I was wrong. You know, when I met you, I saw a lot of compassion, and if you had compassion, then you would know that it's not such a bad thing to co-sign with me. I mean, I don't see what's the problem.
So, Cliff, you weren't joking when you were asking her to co-sign a loan?
No, I had a, you know, listen, about 3 years ago, I had some problems with my credit, you know, and I'm working on it. And I think me driving a better car would definitely give me a better look.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Buy $100,000 car. That'll, you know, really secure your finance. That's really building financial stability.
So you're saying, Heather, that you never had a rough time in your life, and now you're putting me down. You're kicking a man ways down. Is that what you're saying?
I have had rough times in the past, I guess, but I've never asked a complete stranger to co-sign on a loan for me.
A complete stranger. The second time I saw you, we met one time, and this is the second time.
That's true.
So I'm not a complete stranger. First of all, second of all, when I looked at you, when I pulled over and I looked at you, and I really made a deep connection with you, and I looked at you and I said, you know what? I can really see myself driving this car with you in it. I meant that.
I meant that. And you could be in it because you could basically own part of this car if you wanted to.
Cliff, I'm totally baffled by this. Do you truly not understand how bad it is what you did?
Man, I mean, maybe I trust people too much.
Cliff, is there anybody else closer to you that you could have co-sign a loan rather than somebody that you're on a first date with?
Well, my family, you know, I mean, I don't really talk to them, but that's a whole nother story.
Because you owe them money, probably.
Yeah.
You know what, Heather? I hope one day that you don't hit a rough time like I did. And, you know, maybe someday you need somebody to co-sign with you, and then you'll remember this time. You'll remember the car hopping. You'll remember me, and you go, you know what? Karma's a bitch.
All right. Well, at this point, I would love to ask if you guys would go on a second date. Heather, will you go out on a second date with Cliff? We will pay for it, and I'll have somebody co-sign that loan.
No.
Yeah, that's
right.
pretty clear.
Cliff, I'm sorry. No second date, man.
You know, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. But, hey, Jubal, if you want to co-sign with me, you know, I'm up for it, man.
You're asking me to co-sign a loan with you?
I mean, you were offering, you know?
I didn't offer. I said, like, I've had to have people do that. And trust me, the only...
No, but you said if she went out with me again, you find somebody co-sign.
Yeah, I did. Look, me co-signing a loan with you would only make your chances worse of getting a loan.
I don't know. We could always give them free advertising on your radio show.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
I'll do that. I'll risk my job and give them free advertising for plugs on the radio, and I'll co-sign a loan with you even though I don't know you. I'll totally do that for you.
Really?
No, Cliff. I will not do that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
And I know she'll be the death of me. At least we'll both be numb.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, man. I don't really. I'm not gonna buy anything or whatever.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just need like 5 minutes of your time.
Whoa.
He thinks
Is
that
that
we're
a
selling
telemarketer?
him something. I mean, kind of.
I'll dial him back. Okay. See if I can get him to invest in some life insurance.
Maybe buy some door-to-door meat.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, I'm not interested in anything. Okay.
No, you're going to be interested in this. I promise.
Take me off the list or whatever.
No, hey, I'm not a telemarketer. I actually want to help you out with something.
Look, man, I don't need help. I'm fine.
I'm not. I promise you. Don't hang up. Hey, are you still there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm still here. What
Okay, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. And I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm calling you because I got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah. Now are you a little interested in what I have to talk about?
I mean, not really, but what are you talking about?
You recently went on a date with a girl named Tiffany, right?
How do you know that?
Because Tiffany emailed me and asked me if I could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling her back.
She works for the radio station?
No, she listens to the radio show and asked if we could call you to find out if she did something wrong on your date because she would like to see you again. So she's wondering why you're not getting back to her.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff on the radio or whatever.
Is there anything?
If she emailed you, she'll tell you whatever she wants. I don't really feel comfortable talking about.
She doesn't know. I mean, unless it's something that is your personal life and embarrassing about you, I can understand you not sharing that. But is there anything I can tell her just to give her some sort of advice?
I mean, like, talk to her about it, and you'll get a sense of why no one's going to go on another date with her.
Well, I talked to her about your date. She told us about it. She said there was an awkward moment where she accidentally hit herself in the nose, and her nose started bleeding.
Yeah, that was one of many incredible moments of the date, yeah.
Incredible,
I
don't think you mean incredible like an actual good thing, right?
No, I mean it is like the most sarcastic thing possible.
Well, I appreciate you staying on the phone with me for a few minutes. If your date was that bad, don't you think it'd be nice to give her some advice so that in the future when she goes out with people it isn't as painful as an experience as it sounds like it was?
She's just the weirdest person that I've ever gone on a date with.
That's intense.
How so?
You ever meet one of those people that just blows everything up into like the biggest possible deal? Like, oh my God, the traffic was the absolute worst. Like everything is underlined.
Yeah.
Everything is in caps lock. Everything is just 15 exclamation points. She was like, the traffic was the absolute worst traffic I've ever been in. Like, take New York traffic and take LA traffic and take Mexico City traffic or whatever she said and add them all together. That's the traffic I was just in. Can you believe it? And it's like, there's no way to possibly believe that. That's ridiculous.
It seems like you didn't even give her a chance, though. I mean, if you're talking about, she just obviously felt bad about the traffic and was trying to make up for it.
I see your point, but it was with everything. It wasn't just the traffic. It was every single element of our date, every story, every reading of the menu.
Whoa.
You know, like, oh my God, they have margaritas here. Oh my God, I love margaritas, but I want it to be the best margarita. And the margarita comes, and it wasn't just like, take a sip and like, this is pretty good. You want to try it? It's like, oh my God. This margarita is amazing. I've never had a margarita like this before.
I've definitely been around those type of people. I know exactly the type of person you're explaining.
Yeah, you just pray you're not at their table, but you just hear them from the other side of the room.
This is the most amazing, life-changing margarita you've ever had, Eric. All right.
They met a shaman on the top of the hill to like taste the salt of the Himalayas on the rim of the drink. No, it's a dumb drink. I tried it, and it was like, yeah, it's a margarita. It's a margarita.
Poor girl was just excited.
Yes, I've had a margarita in my life.
You know?
Hey, we talked to her a little bit, Eric, and I didn't get that vibe from her at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. She described the date as like one of the best dates she'd ever been on, and Eric was the greatest guy she'd ever met.
That's true.
Right. She kept telling,
she had a bloody nose and like stayed at the table and kept telling her story and was like, and then I'm just sitting there and be like, you know, do you need something? Do you need a napkin or whatever?
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, you're the greatest guy. You're just like the greatest guy. I'm like, you have blood coming out of your nose.
You're like, no, I'm not the greatest guy. I'm just a human, and I noticed somebody else with a bloody nose, and I thought I might give them something to wipe it up with. Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of information on your date, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as exhausted now as I was after the date, just thinking about it.
Well, that was the
It feels
most...
like it's like a marathon, or like 3 marathons, or like the longest marathon in the history of the world.
Eric, I should also let you know that Tiffany is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
What?
Oh, hi, Eric. That was really mean. I don't know why if you were having such a bad time, first of all, that you stayed. Second of all, you were laughing and having a good time and telling stories, too. And third of all, that really was the best margarita of my life. And I'm not ashamed to share that with people.
I suggested more drinks because I was going out of my mind.
Oh, because I'm not all bitter and like, margaritas, who cares?
I was going out of my mind, and I was just praying that the next drink you would see that if that margarita actually was the greatest margarita in the world, then by default, the next drink could not be as amazing. But it was even better.
Of course it could. It's probably from the same batch. That's how they do it at restaurants.
Eric, why you gotta be so mean, right? You're telling me that you didn't have any fun at all with Tiffany. She sounds like a fun girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the, like, fleeting moments where there was just, like, a lull. Yeah, it's great. But it's like I'm sorry, you're just like, you take everything and make it into the biggest possible thing, and it's just exhausting. I can't. It's too much. It was not the speed that I go at.
Okay, so then just because apparently I'm too much for everybody, what speed do you go at? Like, what would you have wanted?
Just a normal conversation. I just want to have a normal conversation, okay? I don't want to have to feel like everything that we're talking about or everything that's been experienced is the greatest thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. I just want to have a calm, just regular, normal conversation.
That sounds like the most boring date of all time. Sorry you had such a terrible time. You didn't seem like it. And I'm sorry I was trying to have a good time and make everything fun and nice. That's a horrible thing to do when you're dating. I forgot.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's the most horrible thing you could do on a date.
Eric, do not be mean right now. Come on.
Hey, Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We'll pay for a second date.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
You sure?
No, I respectfully decline.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I regret even asking them to ask about a second date, and I would rather punch myself in the nose until my whole head bled out than go on another date with you.
I think, you know what? That is a second date update first. We've had a lot of interesting endings to these things, but never somebody wanting to just beat their face in until they weren't alive anymore.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, it's Vanessa there.
This is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and just gonna guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, this
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just. I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that. You know.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Go on.
His name is Ben, and you guys went out on.
Nope. I'm not interested.
Wow, that was
If you have
quick.
his contact information, just let him to know to stop calling me.
All right. Well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
What?
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. You know what, to be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. It's just going to be a no.
can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible
Yeah.
without you getting
Sure.
mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah, Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I am very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm aware of that, and, I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean, Ben is attractive enough, but he's not, I'm more attractive than Ben is, not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive, so I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's
What was the
actually
test?
kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot.
Thank you.
But
Oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So
Right.
I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter inch from the top. Like I've told him that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
this is the most, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend?
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of shrugged and was like, oh yeah, we'll get another menu. And oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm an evil sorceress who's thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, I've done this a dozen times. I mean, and out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh, my God.
One dude out of dozens actually call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
That's
to
not
know
drama
you.
to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily just been nope, that's the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little oh yeah, that was you. That's what it felt like being on a date with you, Ben.
You get to know somebody first, and then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their So I'm just trying to get to know who you are, and you're
Okay, but you
judging
called
me by not
no.
calling
You
out.
called a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay, well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. You didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who is willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. Like, it's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date, and I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, like, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
You know, I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
You made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of steals the deal for me because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date an asshole.
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Well, Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jessica?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Jessica, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. Why are you calling?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you, and he wanted us to get a hold of you.
That's weird, but okay.
His name is Joe. You might know him as Roger Steele.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Joe emailed us because, he said that he really liked meeting you that night at the bachelorette party you were at. And he's wondering why you're...
God.
I'd be freaking out if I were you right now.
He's wondering why you're not calling him back. He says he's tried to get a hold of you a few times and has heard nothing.
Oh, my God, he called you guys?
Yeah, he sent us an email and asked if we could get a hold of you since you aren't answering his phone calls.
That is so weird. Why would he call you?
Well, it's a regular segment that we do on our show. It's called The Second Date. So Joe just wanted us to ask you the question. Why aren't you calling him back?
Wait, what did he tell you?
He just said that
What did he say?
He said he met you while he was working at a bachelorette party, and you guys talked for a while and hung out, and he was hoping he would see you again.
That's all he said?
Yeah, pretty much.
And he added that he really, really liked you a lot.
So is there a reason that you don't want to call him back?
No, I mean, it was just a crazy night, and I got caught up in things, and that's that. Like, I'm good. I don't need to. I don't need to remember that. That's fine.
You don't need to date a stripper, is what you're saying. Is what I'm hearing.
No. It's not because of what he does. It's just, look, it was just a really crazy night, and things got out of control, and I got caught up in like the whole bachelor party spirit, and yay, my friend's getting married, and I just I did stuff that I just never ever do, and I'm good. I don't want to discuss it.
Well, he told us that you guys didn't hook up or anything. Yeah. He said you guys kissed and kind of messed around and did some other things.
Yeah.
Was it fun? Was it not fun? Like,
I don't do that on a normal day, and I am embarrassed, and I don't want to rehash it.
Like, you don't want to call him back because you kissed him the first night you met him?
No, that's not it. But
well, can you tell me what it is so I can at least just tell him?
I just got caught up in stuff, and I'm very embarrassed, and
what do you
just rather not.
Why are you embarrassed? There's nothing to be embarrassed of. I mean, I've made out with a couple strippers in my life. It's fine. It's fun, I did stuff that I don't normally do, and I don't want to say what it was. I was raised better than that, and I look, I'm not telling, and I'm taking this to my grave. Like, what? I can't.
Are you seriously not calling me back for tossing my?
What? Did I just hear that?
What did you just say? Oh my god! What was that?
That's Joe. Joe's actually on the other line listening and wanted to talk to you.
Oh my god!
Not going to the grave anymore.
Why would you say that on the radio? What is the matter with you?
Well,
my
sorry
god!
for butting in, but I thought it was cool.
I bet you did, bro.
I think a lot of
Don't be embarrassed about it. It's okay. Like,
Is
Oh my God, you're on the radio announcing it to the world. Are you serious?
well, not the whole world. We don't have that many listeners, Jessica. I wouldn't worry about it. Well, now that it's out there, now that the salad's out of the bag, so to speak.
Stop it.
Is that why you're not calling? Is that why you're not calling him back? Because that happened.
So embarrassing. I was raised better than that.
I am mortified for you.
Well, no, it was more than that. You know, most girls don't do that.
That's
why I know.
I know. You were like so uninhibited and free. I mean, it was a turn on for me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What? You shouldn't be embarrassed about it.
Are you serious? Not only did that happen, then you go and announce it on the radio. So even if I wasn't embarrassed, I would be now.
Well, honestly, I thought we had something. It's one of the reasons why, like, you turned me on. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like you.
Oh my God.
It's the key to Joe's heart, apparently. Yeah.
Oh
Look,
God,
Jessica.
You're so gross.
Jessica, nobody knows your name. You're like, it's a very common name. Nobody knows who you are. I'm sure it is embarrassing to have that news put out there, though.
It was her idea.
Oh my God.
Joe, do you not know privacy? Like, there's just some things that you don't share. Like, you shouldn't even be telling your friends those details, let alone us.
You know what? This is what's wrong with America. People are so uptight in America with sexuality. In Europe, this would be no problem. Everybody.
Oh my God, move to Europe then. We don't need you here.
I think I want to move to Europe now if that's just happening left and right.
Oh, I feel so bad for you, Jessica.
Jessica.
Oh, girl.
Okay, so you did something that you regret. We don't have to recap what it was again. Is that the only reason you're not calling him back? I mean, did you think he was a cool guy?
I was drunk. I obviously thought he was a cool guy, but now, I mean, sober, better judgment. Oh my God.
You are quite the giver. You really are.
Oh my God.
Jessica, we had a strong connection. It's worth doing this again.
Gosh.
I was drunk.
We're humans. We have urges, and we let our urges take control that night. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. We can try so many different things. That's just the beginning.
Oh my God, you're not funny.
I don't think he's
I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm trying to explain to you that it's okay to use your body like that. Like, you're a sexy person. I'm a sexy person. We can make this work.
All right, well, then let me ask you, Jessica, would you like to go out with Joe? We will pay for a second date.
Please say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
There is no way in hell.
Oh, no.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's not a formal date. Let's just grab coffee. Let's start there.
Coffee, anything, Jessica?
No, I'm good.
No?
Yeah.
All you can eat salad bar?
Okay, that's enough. Jubal. She
Set it up
gets it.
there.